Hey guys, hope you're all doing well. Today we are back with another tutorial and I'm going to show you how to create this nice poster. Let's get to it. So we're going to start the project in the size of 2400 to 3000 and with the resolution of 300 dpi. And so I've just show you here, I have just masked my layer here and added a gradient fill in the background. So it's basically a simple image now that we're going to start. Okay, and first things first, what I do is that I'm going to duplicate my image here and I'm just going to name it blur, and let me just image blur, and I'm just gonna type image, and this is the gradient map. So on the image blur here, I'm going to go to the filter, blur gallery and path blur. So from here you have this path icon here that you can just change everything, every direction of it. The first things first you need to do is that just go on the right panels, instead of basic blur, choose rear sync flash, and as you can see it is changing a little bit, and also choose edit blur shape. So it's gonna add these red arrows, and what it does is that if I just turn it like this, I can just see expand it a little bit. So I'm just gonna see what works best here. Okay, so we got something like this, and after that I'm going to add a gradient map on top. I'm just gonna choose a gradient map that I chose on the previous project, something like this. So now, as you can see, if I just go back to the main project, so as you can see here, I have some details, extra details here, and on here I don't like it. So from that perspective, you have to just simply double click on the blur gallery and change the effect that you have. So I'm just going to change it a little bit more. So I've got something like this, and after that I need those details on his face. So that's why I would just create a mask on the blur layer, and by choosing the brush with the color of black, I would just decrease the flow of it, and I would just simply colorize those areas that I want the details to be shown. Also, one more thing that you can do is that you can just create another layer between the gradient map and the image blur, and just type extra details, and you can just simply choose the black color with the flow of 13, and you can just simply colorize some extra parts. So like so, I'm just gonna so this is basically the whole thing. I'm just gonna group these layers, say the model, and above this one I'm just gonna type so this was basically an inspiration from a song titled Chicago Freestyle by Drake. So I'm just gonna type she here, Chicago, put it right there, select both of them, and from here I'm going to select sequel font. This one is nice, okay, and make it white. I'm just gonna drag it here, put it around somewhere like that. something like that. Okay, now I want my typography to be under the model that we have. So first of all, I'm just gonna select all this typography that I've got and hit Command E to merge all of them. So this is Chicago Freestyle, and then I'm going to choose my main model image that I've got. So basically this one that we had at first. I'm going to click on it, and by holding Command, I'm just gonna click on the thumbnail, so it will just select the whole subject, and I will go back to the Chicago Freestyle text and click on the mask layer. Now it is masking inside of the character, so I can just simply click on the mask layer here and hit Command I to reverse that. That is actually amazing. Also, for a better result, I'm going to select my image blur here that I had and go to the filter, noise, add noise. And I'm going to add a little bit of a noise here. So I believe around 10 is nice. So this is basically before and after. So as you can see, you would have some nice effect on the edges. So if you just check here, you see it was all blurry, but now it is giving you a nicer effect. Also, what you can do, again, you can just simply on the extra details, you can select your black color, and you know, as much as you just draw everywhere, it will just change to the blue and the black because of the gradient map that we have. Also, if you just select white and just draw everywhere, it will just, you know, turn it into these creamy colors. So I believe this is nice. One more thing I'm gonna add is a typography up here, like so. And I'm going to make it smaller. I believe this is cool. The color is cool, but I'm just gonna drag it above my gradient map so that it won't affect my color here. And I'm just gonna fix this one also. So this is good. I like the hierarchy. I'm just gonna put it like that, and from here I'm just going to select my text, and you should always make sure that the color is on white. And from the actions here, I have this grunge machine that you can download it free from my Telegram channel. This action is so nice. You would just simply run it, and it says you should just here choose basically a map. These are all available in the action preset that I have on my Telegram channel. So I believe I would just choose maybe this one. Let me just see how it works. So you will have something like this, and from here you can just click on the Gaussian blur and just decrease it a little bit, and as you can see, this is the effect. Also, I would always love to just, you know, turn off the crystallize, because if you turn it on, you will have something like this, but I don't like that. So this is basically cool. Also, for the whole thing, so this is basically my I'm just gonna type lyrics. This is the Chicago Freestyle. Above my gradient map, I'm going to add a curve layer, and I'm just gonna make my shadows more visible, my highlights more visible. This is the before and after. You can see I would just make my colors pop a little bit more. And for this type of effects here, I would just simply choose my rectangle tool, and I would just simply select these and make a copy of it to have them here. So I'm gonna show you how. So first things first, before adding this curve, I'm just gonna make it invisible, and I'm gonna make my lyrics and the typography invisible also. So basically we have this model here and the gradient map. I'm just gonna create a merge layer using Command Shift Option E. So as you can see, it will create a merge layer here for you, and I'm gonna say final, and then I'm gonna make my curve visible, also all the other layers that I have here. And on the final layer, I'm just gonna choose a nice rectangle. Just gonna turn off the stroke, and I'm just gonna bring down the opacity of it so that I can see what I have in there. So I believe this is cool. So what you need to do here is to just hold on Command and click on the thumbnail of rectangle tool, and it will select that part there. Just make it invisible, and on the go back to the final layer here and simply hit Command J to make a duplicate of it. So now I have it like here. So we have something like that, and after that what I need to add is just different shapes that I've got. So I'm just gonna put it here. You can have all of these shapes. Some of them are free on my Telegram channel, and the premium ones are on my Patreon that you can purchase. It's a nice pack you can get. So I'm just gonna put these two there. Perfect. So the last thing I need to do is to just bring on my texture that I got. What I want to do is to just put it on linear dodge to give it more a paper effect, and then I would just add a curve layer on top and make the shadows a little bit darker, and give it something like this. And also at the end, if you just make another merge layer on top of everything, you can just simply go to the noise, add noise, and give it a amount of 5, and basically you are good to go. Hope you liked the video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and peace.